Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I am sharing with you all of the beauty products I have really enjoyed and loved during the entire year of 2018. I am excited. I have a lot of things to share with you, so I really want to try to get through it quickly. I think what I'm most excited about is that I have a lot, I would say a majority of the products that I'm sharing with you are super affordable and can be found at the drugstore, which is so exciting. And I know a lot of you guys always appreciate that. Listen, I am willing to spend some money on a higher end product if it does a great job. But if I can find something at the drugstore that is easier to get my hands on and is much less expensive, but still does as good of a job or better than some of the other higher end products that I've used, I am all about that. It's all about convenience and affordability with me, and that is just the life that I like to live. There's a lot of really good products at the drugstore, and some of them I'm going to be sharing with you today. Some of them are like really inexpensive, like under $5. So let's talk face wash. I actually have two that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, and I know if you've been following me for a while, you know that I absolutely love the Michael Todd Honey and Oat Cleanser. I've talked about it a ton on my channel and I really love it, but it's just not convenient for me to get my hands on. I have to order it, and it seems like every time I go to order it, they're always sold out, which is a testament to how good the product is, but it's just a pain in the butt. So we were actually getting ready to go to Florida, and I ran out of that cleanser, and I desperately needed to get something before we left, and I went to Target, of course, and I actually came across the No. 7 Beautiful Skin Foaming Cleanser. It actually like melts away your makeup, kind of like what a cleansing balm does. So I really like that. It has a really nice, clean, fresh scent to it, and it doesn't break me out. It does a really good job of cleansing my skin. The other one that I want to mention is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Cleansing Gel. I haven't been using this one as much, so we might want to say that this is an honorable mention, but truth be told, I think that I like this one more than this one. So this is a newer product from Neutrogena, and I have to say I'm really digging this whole Hydro Boost line that they have going on. But this is a gel-based formula, and it does the same thing. It just removes your makeup really well, but this like has a way of like making my skin feel really supple and just really like glowy, kind of dewy looking, and really clean and beautiful. And this one has a really nice scent to it as well. It's a little bit sweeter than the other one, but it's also like really clean and fresh smelling. So I use both of those cleansers morning and night, and then at night I always like to go in and tone my face. And the toner that I have been living for the last couple of years is the Peter Thomas Roth Max Complexion Correction Pads. And these are so good, you guys. They have 2% salicylic acid, 10% glycolic acid, and some other stuff. I mean, there's like chamomile, green tea, aloe vera in here. So what I like to do is I cut the pads in half. So I don't know if you can see them. One side has like a really like bumpy texture and the other side is smooth. You don't need an entire pad to do your entire face, and you will prolong the life of these. You get 60 pads, so this right here is a 2-month supply if you use it every single day. When you cut them in half, then you double it and you get 4 months, which is really good because this is not a drugstore product by any means. So it's definitely going to be a little more expensive, but it's worth it in my opinion. So I get like the little milia, and I have like some texture things going on like around my chin, and this just really helps with that. These have honestly gotten me to the point where I am comfortable going out without any makeup on. I film now sometimes without any makeup on. The other thing that I think has made a huge difference with my skin is the Kate Somerville Anti-Bac Acne Clearing Lotion. And this in combination with those Max Complexion Correction Pads, they're like a dynamic duo. It has 5% benzoyl peroxide in it, and you don't need a lot of it. I use this at night. You can use it morning and night, but I wash my face, I do the toning pads, and then I go in with a little bit of this and I just rub it into my face. This is not a moisturizer. You do still need to use a moisturizer with this, But this just does a really good job of clearing up any breakouts that you have, any blackheads that you have going on. Even if you don't have acne prone skin, I think this would be still really good to use because it's going to help prevent that. And then once I'm done with the anti-bac clearing lotion, I do go in with my moisturizer, and my absolute favorite moisturizer that I've been using for years now is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. It's kind of a mouthful, but I used to use the Belief True Cream Aqua Bomb, which is amazing. We don't have like super high-end stores nearby, and I have to order it, and it's just, again, like, I'm all about that convenient life. So I decided to give this a whirl a long time ago when I was trying to find something else to use, and honestly guys, this is an exact dupe for it. It doesn't break out my skin. It does a really good job of moisturizing my face. It has hyaluronic acid in it, and it just does a really good job of just making it look really glowy and clean and fresh and just like so beautiful. I use this morning and night. It makes my makeup go on really well. I love this stuff so much, and especially right now at this time of the year when your skin is like super dry, that hyaluronic acid is going to help you out so much. You don't want to let your skin get dehydrated, because that's when you really start to look tired and aged, and you just look run down and just like old, and nobody wants to look that way. The last thing that I want to mention to you in regards to skincare are face masks, and you can probably already guess which one. I actually have two. The first one I'm going to share with you is, no surprise, the Noog Hydrating Face Mask. I've talked about this so much, you guys. I will just continue to sing its praises because it is such a good face mask to use. I get it at Target. I've seen it at grocery stores, at drugstores. It's under $4, and you get 6 to 7 uses out of it. A little goes a long way. There's so many different ones that you can choose from, but I really like the hydrating one. It just does a really good job of just locking that moisture back into your skin and just making your face look so fresh and dewy and young and just like super pretty and glowy. I love it so much. The other one that I want to share with you is the Glam Glow, what is this one? Super Mud. I use this as a spot treatment, and it does a really good job of clearing up any breakouts, kind of keeping them at bay. As soon as you start to feel or see one coming on, definitely pop a little bit of this stuff on, let it dry up, rinse it off, and you will notice a difference immediately the next day. I've gotten my husband hooked on it. He likes to use it when he gets occasional breakouts, so definitely recommend the Glam Glow masks. Okay, so for body care, I have a few things that I want to share with you. Another favorite of mine that I have talked about time and time again is the Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub. This is in the lychee and plum scent. This is my favorite scent. They have a bunch of different scents to choose from if you're not into this one, but this one smells so amazing. It's so pretty and light and just like, I don't know, it just has a really pretty scent to it. It almost has like a gel texture to it. It doesn't feel super abrasive on your skin, and it does a really good job of exfoliating your skin. I use this every time I get ready to self-tan, and it just makes my skin so soft and smooth, and it smells good, and it really just helps my self-tanner to go on effortlessly. Speaking of self-tanner, I have to share with you guys my absolute favorite self-tanner, because this is like the best self-tanner I have ever used, and I have tried so many different ones. It is the St. Moritz Tanning Mousse. I use the dark one, and yeah, it is so good. It gives me just the most natural looking tan. It's not orange. It doesn't streak. It doesn't have like a nasty smell to it. It's just really beautiful. It fades away really evenly. It doesn't ever look splotchy on me, and it just blends in really well. I do like to use this at night before I go to bed. It doesn't transfer onto my sheets. It doesn't transfer onto my clothes. It dries really quickly, so love this stuff. And then when I'm using it, I love to use this mitt. It's the dual-sided mitt that you can get from Ulta, and I love this mitt so much because it's a lot smaller than the other tanning mitts that you can buy. I have really small hands, and a lot of those mitts, when you're using them, they slide around on your hands, and you don't get a good you're not able to rub it in really well, and that's a problem for me. So because that's how you get streaky and it, you know, not a very good blended tan. So this really helps with that because it's thick and it's smaller, and it allows my hand to just like really sit in there and rub in the mousse and really get everything nice and blended. And it's double-sided, so when you're lazy and you don't feel like cleaning this side, you can swap it over and get another use in before you have to wash your mitt. And then for lotion to keep my skin moisturized when I'm self-tanning and just every day in general, especially right now when it's super dry, I have really, really been loving the OGX Argan Oil Moroccan Lotion. So you guys know that I've talked about the dry shampoo, and I'm actually going to be sharing that here in a minute. But this stuff smells identical, and you guys know that I'm like all about smells. I mean, this is so good. It smells so good. It smells so good. So I fell in love with the dry shampoo, and I love the scent of it. And then I saw that they had this, and I was like, yes, because this is what I want to smell like all the time, and this is what I smell like all the time. It's super thick. It's almost like a body butter, so it does take a little effort to work into your skin because it is really thick, but it's super moisturizing and it smells amazing. And I really like it. It doesn't leave me feeling oily or sticky or greasy or anything like that. So this is a really good lotion to use, and it's humongous. Like, this thing is gonna last me forever. Speaking of hair products, we might as well just jump right into that dry shampoo since I was already talking about it. But you guys know I've mentioned this recently, and a lot of you have actually started using it and have messaged me and said that you absolutely love it. This dry shampoo is heaven. I mean, the smell alone is worth getting it, but it's super affordable. This is the only dry shampoo I use now, and I love it so much. It does a really, really good job of just adding some texture and grit to my roots. It soaks up the oil. I can easily go 4 days in between washes, and it's all because of this guy. And it's just a really good dry shampoo. I don't ever get a white cast. I use it every single day. It doesn't leave my hair feeling like gross and dirty like some do. It's just a really, really excellent dry shampoo. By far my favorite one I've used. The next thing that I don't think I've really shared with you guys a whole lot. Actually, I don't know that I've shared this at all ever with you, but it is the L'Oreal Boost It High Lift Creation Spray. So I am all about that volume, although today I didn't use it. But I like big hair. I like to tease the crap out of my hair. And when you do that, you really need a product that works really well to keep that tease and keep that volume in place. And this works really well for that. So I will just go in and I will tease my hair, and then I'll spray this on top of the tease. And then you just let it sit there, and it just does a really good job of just giving you that volume that you need, lifting your hair at the roots, and holding that teased section in place. Let's quickly get into makeup so that this video is not super duper long, because I have quite a few things that I want to share with you guys. But the first thing that I want to talk about are makeup tools. So some of my absolute favorite tools that I have been using this year. This is my eyelash curler. It is the Tarte eyelash curler, and it is busted, but listen, I can get it to work by like finagling my fingers around it because I've just not gone and bought a new one. When this broke, I had another one, like a backup one, and honestly guys, it really made me realize like how good this eyelash curler is. This one just does a really good job of curling my lashes. They stay in place. I love it so much. I do need to get a new one, but for now I'm just going to continue using it the way that I'm using it because it works and it's fine and I've gotten used to it. But definitely a good eyelash curler to get. Totally worth it in my opinion. Foundation brush. I've talked about this one quite a bit lately. If I'm going to use a foundation or anything like that, usually I'll just use my fingers or a beauty blender. I'm not really a foundation brush girl, but I don't know. I just started reaching for this one again in the last like couple of months, and I forgot how much I love this brush. It is the IT Velvet Luxe foundation brush, and I will link to all of these things below for you guys so you can get your hands on them. It's super soft. It feels like velvet. It's just amazing on the skin. It does a really good job of blending out your makeup and keeps it seamless, and it's just like so soft and smooth, and oh, it just feels so good. This guy is really fun to use. This is an e.l.f. blush brush, but look, I love how it's tapered. So this one is really good to like get in right under here, under your eyes and around your nose. So this is what I use to like set my concealer with. It's amazing. It's the perfect shape for that, and I really love that. And then if you guys didn't catch my gift guide, I actually talked about several of these things. But I mentioned the Morphe makeup brushes. They're super affordable, and they are by far my favorite brushes to use. The two that I really want to mention as like my ultimate favorites for this year have been these two. This one is the M441. This one is a super fluffy brush. It's perfect for getting into your crease and blending it in. I really just kind of use it all over. And then this one is the M321, and if you can see, it has like that tapered kind of like pointy pencil-y type end on it. This one is amazing for really like getting in right here and applying product to that outer corner and right here on the outer part of your crease. So good. These two brushes, hands down, are my favorite. All of their brushes are amazing, but these two are the best. Pretty much all year long, I have been using this BB cream, and I'm really, really digging it. It is the L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB cream. This is the anti-redness one. It has like that green formula, so it's supposed to help with redness. It doesn't do a whole lot with redness. I mean, it helps a little bit, but if you have like major redness going on, you're still gonna have to go in and conceal and do all of that. But this is just a really nice light formula. It gives your skin like a really beautiful glow. It's a BB cream, so it's gonna help even your skin out. It's going to help like match your skin tone. It's just a really beautiful, it dries to like a really like kind of satiny, powdery finish. It's not like over powdery or anything like that, but I really love this stuff. I get compliments all the time about like my cheek color and blush and all that, and it's honestly like it's not a duo, it's a trio. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word, but the combination is the Too Faced. This is the Sweetheart Bronzer in Sweet Tea. It's just a really, really pretty, it kind of, I mean, it's shimmery, but it doesn't translate shimmery onto your skin. This is a really good bronzer for just warming up your face. I don't really like contour or do anything like that with it. And then on top of that, I go in with the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Illuminating Palette. I've talked about it a ton. You get these 4 different shades that you can use individually, but I just take a large stippling brush and I just kind of mix it in, and I just pop it on top of that bronzer on my cheeks. And then following that, I go in with the coveted NARS Orgasm Blush. This is the perfect blush for everybody to use. It goes with every skin tone. It's a universal color, and it is just the most beautiful, like peachy, pinky tone. It's got a little bit of like gold flecks in it. It's just gorgeous, and it works for everyone. That is what I'm wearing today. That is what I'm wearing pretty much every day. The other blush though that I really used a ton, like the beginning of the year, the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in the shade Party. And this is a really, really beautiful, like kind of rosy nude toned color, and I really love this one as well. This is a good color to use with that bronzer highlighter combination as well, so I do love that. I have another Wet n Wild product that I want to share with you guys, which has been amazing, and it is the Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer. This stuff is like $2, I think, or $3. No, I think it's $2. It's really affordable. It is just a kind of a silicone based nude toned eyeshadow primer, and it works so good, you guys. I mean, I'm starting to get low on it. I've had it for I've had it for about a year. I guess it's been a year. So it lasts a really long time. I use it every single day I wear eyeshadow, and it doesn't crease. It makes your shadow go on effortlessly. It's very smooth. It makes your eyelids look really great. I love this stuff so much. There is no need, in my opinion, to go out and buy any fancy, expensive eyeshadow primer. This stuff is amazing. It's so good. speaking of the Photo Focus line from Wet n Wild, again, I love this concealer. I've talked about this a ton. I use the lightest shade. It's called Light Ivory. It comes with a doe foot applicator and it blends out really well. It's a creamy formula. This is all that I use now. I don't use any other concealer. I love this stuff so much and I've used it all year long and it is amazing. And like $3. Sticking with eyes, I will share with you a few different eye products. I really love the Sephora crayon contour eye pencils. I've talked about these a bunch. I use the black lace the most, like just to do my waterline, but this one is in the shade Flirting Game and it's just beautiful. I wear that on my upper lid or lash line, I guess. And mascara, both products are from the Drugstore. My absolute favorite is the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. I've talked about this a ton. Supposed to be a dupe for Too Faced Better Than Sex. I always say I think it's better than Sex. I just find that it holds the curl better. I have more lift, more volume. I just love the way this makes my lashes look. But I don't use the waterproof version of this. I've tried it. I don't care for it. When I do need a waterproof mascara, I go for the Maybelline Falsies waterproof mascara. But this is a really good one and I love this waterproof formula. It's amazing and it makes your lashes look so amazing. I mean, literally like you have falsies on. Okay, and then the last things that I'm going to share with you today are some lip products. So the first two things I want to show you are a couple of lip balms that I really love. First is the Smith's Minted Rose Lip Balm. I've talked about this a ton. I mean, I've mentioned it a lot in recent videos, but ooh, super affordable and it just is like so good for your lips. It's very hydrating. It makes them look really pretty. Oh my gosh, why can I not get this open? Kind of gives them a really pretty like natural tint. And then it makes them look really shiny and just, it makes them feel so good, hydrated and smooth. I use this every day before I put my makeup on and every night before I go to bed. And then because this is like a little pot, I don't like to dip my finger in a pot throughout the day because your hands get dirty and it's just gross. I don't like it. It's just weird for me. So throughout the day when I need a chapstick or like a lip balm or something to put on, I really love the Baby Lips. This is in the Quench formula and this is just my go-to and it's almost out. Look, I'm almost out of it. This is just my go-to. I have them everywhere. I keep one in my purse, my diaper bag, they're everywhere and I love it so much. It has an SPF of 20 in it, so it's really good to use when you're out in the sun and in the summertime. And then lastly, is what I typically wear on my lips. I am not a big lipstick person anymore. I used to be, but now I'm just really into just wearing like a lip gloss. I just like my lips to look really shiny and pretty and I just love this stuff so much. This is the Buxom Lip Polish in Sophia. So here's my new one that I just picked up over the weekend and it is my favorite. I love the Buxom lip gloss so much. They're my favorite to use and honestly they work best when you just wear them by themselves. They tend to separate a little bit if you wear them over lipstick, so they're just really pretty on their own. I love them so much. They have like a minty, like cooling sensation to them. They're supposed to be plumping, but I don't really think that they do anything with that, and I don't really care. I just really love the way they look and feel on my lips, and these are my favorite, and they have tons and tons and tons of colors to choose from. Those are all of my favorites from 2018. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for taking this time and watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. Definitely check out the links below. I will link to everything that I can down below. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.